Hello, and welcome to a new freeze frame challenge where I take a freeze frame from a piece of media and try to turn it into paper cutting art. And this time, as you might see, I took a freeze frame from the final episode of Attack on Titan, the big season finale. Um, but this won't be any spoilers because it doesn't really show you anything. It's just Levi fighting a big Titan, as is what Levi tends to do. So, in case you haven't seen it, no worries, there won't be any spoilers here. Um. Oh, and yeah, just in case, I did watch the thing on Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll doesn't allow you to take any screenshots for, I guess, piracy reasons. So, after watching the episode and kind of having an idea of what area of the episode I wanted to try and turn into a shadow box, I went to YouTube, good old YouTube, that had all of Levi's scenes from that episode, picked out the moment that I wanted, and just did freeze frames like that. The tracing process was pretty straightforward for this one, which is nice in a way because as I trace, when it's not too complicated, it also allows me to sort of plan how I'm going to cut later on. So that hand, that's the Titan's hand that's on top of his body. As I was tracing, I had the idea that I wanted it to be hollowed out because I could just have cut out the lines of the hand like I tend to do for silhouettes. But I worried that because it's technically an object on top of an object, it's a hand on top of a body, I worried that it might not be clear enough, and I figured a good way to separate the two without using two separate sheets of paper was to make the body solid paper with line details, and make the hand hollowed out. This way the hand would really stand out and you'd have a better idea of what you're looking at. This is making the frame for the card, or the piece that I wanted to do. And yeah, my other thought as I was making it is that I knew from this straight away that I wanted the hair to be hollowed out because I just think it looks nice. When you have thin strands of paper like that, it's just a nice effect. Yeah, I don't know, it draws the eye, it looks delicate and intricate, which is like it's just a style that I like. Whenever I have an opportunity to make thin lines, I'm going to take it. And here's what I mean with hollowing out the hand. So leaving the lines in paper form to give you the silhouette of the hand, but the bits without lines are hollowed out versus the body that's going to be solid paper with just the lines hollowed out. So it's like an opposite effect from the body, so you get to see exactly what it is. My slight concern is that if you don't know the series, and if you don't know that it's a Titan with a hand, you might not be able to recognize that that's like a clawed hand coming for Levi. Whereas the face and the hair is easier. You can see the teeth, you can see the open mouth, you can see the head, so you can tell that the hair is hair, but you might not, it might be a bit tougher to understand that that's a hand. I don't know. Let me know. Would you recognize that as a hand if you didn't know Attack on Titan, if you didn't know the style? Yeah, rest of the body pretty straightforward. It's really nice when you're adapting a drawing and not like a photo or a more realistic style like that Ada card that I did a couple weeks back. Because drawings already simplify stuff for you. They only add lines that are necessary and get rid of the any surplus that might, I don't know, complicate anything. So as you're tracing and as you're deciding what to cut, like the artist already made sort of like a pre-selection for you, so you don't have to make a decision of what to include, what to omit, what to, like, how many details will look nice without overcomplicating it. So it's nice and relaxing in a way to do drawings. I kind of like that. With Levi, it was a bit more complicated because he had a lot of like creases on his shirt and whatnot, and he was also much, much smaller. So I could have included more, maybe like drawn out his gear a little bit more, but as it's smaller and as there's a lot of complicated bits with the what's it called, 3D maneuverable gear, whatever it's called, um, I decided not to include too much of that because it would make the drawing very complicated, and the important bit in that is that you want to see his legs and his like the motion of it. For the paint, this time I tried to use acrylics instead of watercolors to see if that would work better, and I don't think it does either. It's very hard with acrylics. If you're trying to do a wash with acrylics, you're gonna get a lot of brush strokes, I think. Which is alright in this particular case because it's an action shot, it's Levi flying towards the Titan that is flying towards Levi, so it's fine to have lines there, but I don't think it's a good, let's say, long-term solution. So my search for how to make a good paper cutting background continues. I think I'm just gonna have to learn to do watercolors better and maybe get ones that are darker to stand out against the white paper. But yeah, here's the final card. I think it turned out quite well this time. Like I said, I like the hair. I like having small lines like that. I think it works well, and I think all the details that needed to stand out do stand out, and anything that could be left vague was left vague. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how this one turned out. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment if you want to see something else turned into paper cutting art. Give this video a like, it would help me out a lot. Give my channel a subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or if you're interested in all the other paper cutting stuff that I make. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time!